All right, welcome back to Weather Nation. We've got your top stories here coming up, and there are some parts of the country with some snow. This is a video out of Iron River, Wisconsin, and I want to share this with you. I know there's no snow falling. There is obviously snow on the ground, but this driveway, according to Lisa Gergitz, her husband literally almost hand shovels all of this driveway. Now, this is a big driveway. I had to ask her, okay, how long is this? Because it just keeps going on. It goes beyond what you see here on this video. She's probably about a quarter of a mile long or so. So her poor husband, yeah, he's a hard worker, and he's obviously in very good shape. It takes him almost a half a day, probably or more, to shovel that driveway. So Iron River, we hope for maybe less snow so you don't have to work so hard out there shoveling. My goodness. Well, California, you're going to have some big shoveling to do in the Sierra by the end of the weekend. You're getting soaked right now in Northern California, and it's going to continue coming on down over the weekend. The Central Plains states, warm temperatures this weekend. A little bit of fog too, and the national forecast calls for the active weather to remain out in the west. Some areas of snow are possible across far northern reaches of New England, and a little bit of dusting also across even Massachusetts on Friday. Look at Seattle on a Thursday night. Oh, isn't that a beautiful shot? Such a pretty downtown, one of many beautiful downtowns across the country lit up by those city lights. I want to thank a tweet from @ToddNelms, and the rain was not falling, I believe, when he snapped that picture. We'll run down some other rain reports, but so far Sims, California, 2 and 4600ths, Weed, California, 2.19, Grants Pass, Oregon, just about 2 inches, and Brookings, Oregon, over an inch as well. And we've got at least 2 more pieces of this entire storm to rotate through. One going across Northern California tonight. That is bringing rains just to the northern edge of the San Francisco Bay Area, all the way north into the central and southern Cascades. This is moderate to heavy rainfall around Crescent City, where the totals have hit 4 inches and are going up. That's impressive. 1.83 in Ukiah, California. South Lake Tahoe, nothing in the last 24 hours. It's going to be basically reports. I believe I saw some, like Kirkwood, for example, had about 6 inches of snow today. And by Sunday, they're talking about maybe feet instead of inches. So Crescent City down to Redding, big rain. Sacramento, pretty minor. And LA did get into the rain mix. You had 21 hundredths in the past 24 hours. Medford, you're under a flood advisory. A flood watch is out for the San Joaquin and Sacramento valleys, and also the areas around Mendocino, and also into Washoe County, which is the Reno areas. So a lot to follow. The weekend is going to be soggy, unsettled, to say the least, out in the West Coast. How about this pretty sunset? I do love my sunsets. You can share yours with me or us at Weather Nation anytime. Connect up with us at weathernationtv.com. This is Carabel, Florida, and that picture was shared by Seaman Aaron Sanders via the U.S. Coast Guard. Highs Friday in Tampa will be 80 degrees, in West Palm Beach, Florida, 78, Miami, 80. Sunshine, Birmingham, a little bit more humid too, 63 in Mobile, sunny skies, and 68. How about across the heartland of America? Not 80s, but we're running near 70, and that is crazy warm. 66 Dodge City Friday, 51. Where's the snow in Omaha? Latest forecast numbers do show that the drought will continue to go on throughout the winter season, and at least my personal take on it is that the drought will go into the early spring too in the upper Midwest. There will be some periods of relief, but not enough to really overcome what deficits we've already built in, which are quite large, from Bismarck to Fargo to Sioux Falls to Minneapolis, and even south into areas like Des Moines, Omaha, and parts of Kansas. 62, sunny in Albuquerque. You've got dry weather of your own. Houston, overcast skies, 76. New York City becoming cloudy, 46. A little skirting of that cold air, while much of it is bottled up in Alaska. Did you hear about this? Alaska had already in November their first 50 below temperatures in the past 36 hours. Already. So if you're wondering, yeah, gee, we're missing the cold air, honey. No, it's not. It is up in Alaska, and eventually it is going to break loose. And when it gets here, I think the northern and eastern U.S. will probably embellish in some unusually cold weather sometime here in December. For now, life is on the warm side over the first week of December, while just slightly below normal temperatures continue across the eastern seaboard. The warmth holding that cold weather back yet across the Northwest Territories. We're going to have your local weather coming up here on the 5s next on Weather Nation.